Good evening, I'm Amber Worthy. In for Dorothy Sherman.
And I'm John Mercer. Thanks for joining us for News 12 Now at 11. Hey, we are on a temporary news set right now, but we will have a brand new set coming in just a couple of weeks, so stay tuned. We're pretty excited about that. Let's take a look at the news tonight. The plan to rezone an area at Eastridge for a hotel and indoor water park is moving forward after tonight's Planning Commission meeting.
And they voted to push this project forward, and it will be in the hands of the City Council as early as next month. I spoke with people on both sides in tonight's top local story.
There's other places that's closer to the interstate that this would fit in.
That was the one no, and then another Planning Commission member chose to abstain for a conflict of interest reason. But still, the majority decided that a Marriott hotel and indoor water park could soon be at this intersection, and most agree it will bring large economic growth to the city of Eastridge.
Well, the residents of Eastridge have really been crying out about something new, something creative, something different, you know, and this is obviously the perfect opportunity for them to have that.
Dynamic Group and Atlas Land Development plan to make a $14 million investment to build a 25,000 square foot indoor water park. The resident who will be adjacent to that property, Jeff Ellis, has some concerns though.
Saying I'm for it or against it. I want to know what security is going to be available.
The council heard his concerns and passed the rezoning application with conditions that they will modify the plans to not impact his property. And tonight was the first time that many residents found out about the project, and some of them weren't pleased.
Y'all notify us for the next two meetings you're going to have pertaining to this rezoning?
Yes, absolutely.
We're just concerned about the security that would be an issue in our neighborhood. We're concerned about the noise that will be a concern in our neighborhood, the added noise, because we already have a lot of noise from the Boyd Speedway. So we were concerned, and we wanted to come and just voice our opinion and find out more information because we knew nothing before tonight.
City officials say a notice was sent out, but they will make sure that every resident on Pine Bluff Drive and around that general area is notified before it hits the City Council member's desk. And this could be presented before the City Council as soon as November 8th. We'll be sure to update you as this story develops.
Well, in other news, a shooting in McMinn County leads to charges against two men. According to Sheriff Joe Guy, the property owner shot 36-year-old Donnie Hicks when he found him and 30-year-old Gary Blankenship going through an outbuilding. He says Blankenship ran from the scene, was captured later. The sheriff says one suspect's at a Knoxville hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and the other is in custody. Well, another suspected break-in happened on Bates Pike in Bradley County. 31-year-old Cody Appling faces an aggravated burglary charge. A homeowner told 911 someone was in his house after he found his back door open. Bradley County investigators say the homeowner got into a fight with the suspect who took off. Deputies soon spotted the vehicle. They eventually did arrest Appling. And a fatal shooting leads to an Athens man getting arrested. Paul Strickland is the suspect. TBI officials say it happened in a vehicle headed near the 3700 block of Highway 411. A woman was driving. Christopher Garrett was in the passenger seat, and Strickland was actually in the back seat. Investigators say the two men started arguing, and the woman heard a popping sound. She then saw Garrett slumped over. The woman tried to take him to the hospital for medical treatment, but he got into an accident then. Detectives say Strickland tried to run away but got caught. He is in the Monroe County Jail on one count of criminal homicide.
And two people are facing charges in Chattanooga tonight after a shots-fired incident at a Broad Street gas station. Donald Domino is charged with aggravated assault and reckless endangerment. Denise Farmer faces an auto theft charge. Yesterday, Chattanooga police responded to a shots-fired call at a raceway, and investigators say Domino told them he left his vehicle running when he went inside. According to police, he saw Farmer driving away in his vehicle and fired shots at his car. People who work across the street say that this was a very dangerous situation.
Anywhere that a firearm is go off or shot in a highly populated area, you can expect you would look for somebody to be harmed.
And investigators say he unnecessarily used his gun. A 53-year-old Lafayette man was found not guilty of aggravated assault with an automobile and aggravated assault with intent to murder. According to the public defender, the jury found Gary Wayne Whalen not guilty in less than an hour. Read more about this story in tomorrow's Dalton Daily Citizen.
Well, just about 2 weeks ago, before a crucial midterm election, President Trump came to Texas on Monday. He's supporting his one-time rival, Senator Ted Cruz. Chris Martinez has the latest.
President Trump's pre-election day barnstorming tour took him to Houston Monday.
It's true what they say. Everything in Texas is just bigger.
The president's busy campaign schedule underscores Republican fears that they'll lose the House and will have to share power with the Democrats.
The blue wave, that's coming, right? Blue wave. You don't hear about it too much. Let me tell you, you got to get out and vote.
Mr. Trump's Get Out the Vote effort is focused in part on what was a winning issue for him in 2016, immigration.
As the caravan, and look, that is an assault on our country. That's an assault.
The Democrats appear to be taking nothing for granted.
I miss you too.
Former President Obama is among the big names hitting the campaign trail to support the party's candidates.
This November's elections are more important than any I can remember in my lifetime, and that includes when I was on the ballot.
For many Americans, immigration remains a crucial topic. A CBS News poll finds that in key battleground districts, 6 in 10 voters say it's a very important factor in who they'll support on Election Day. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Thousands of people have already headed out to the polls in the first week of early voting. Statewide, Georgia has seen over 500,000 people in the last 6 days. In our area, Catoosa County has the most early voters at just over 4,000. This nearly tops the number of early voters seen in an entire early voting period in the 2014 midterm elections. Walker County is also seeing a record number turnout, even though they only had one precinct open right now.
We're seeing much heavier. Now, I think right now in Walker County, we've already had 40% of our 2014 primary vote is already out in 1 week. And in other counties, it's even heavier. So we expect more votes this week. And then Saturday, when early voting starts on Saturday at the various precincts around Walker County, we expect a very heavy vote then.
Early voting runs for the next 2 weeks across the country.